Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first of a two-parter Toonkind at 12 FPS. This first one is Memoriam and Other Atrocities. My name is Mira, and I will be playing today Velari Lancaster. With me are the two very wonderful...
I think that was a cue.
Oh! I thought you cut out. I'm so sorry.
We're off to a great start, everybody.
Wonderful. It's early in the morning. Can you tell? Anyway. I guess I will start first. Hi. My name is Magic. I guess I'm playing. Should I introduce who I'm playing today? Because it's kind of weird.
I mean, we could have it sort of unfold. No, actually, everyone has met. Well, most of them have met before. Two of them have met before. So, we should have talked about this before. It's up to you, Magic.
Anyway, hi, I'm Magic. Anyway. God.
Hi, I'm Authenticity. It's, let's see here, 2 minutes in and we've already given up.
Okay. Oh.
This is the intro we're going with.
Yep, apparently. Okay. All right.
Take us away, Mira.
Okay. All right. Okay. You guys are arriving on ship, right?
There's no reason why she wouldn't. If that's the most convenient way to get to Earlstown. My first character is probably escorting my second, which should tell you how bonkers today is gonna go, folks. Should I describe them disembarking?
Sure.
Well, the first one is, a lady in her, an elven lady in what would be on a human, her early to late 30s. Very pretty, very, well-bred looking. But there's a sort of melancholy to her. Like, she's dressed in, grays and blues. She's got, the big princess dress. But it looks like she's just been too depressed to really, foof it up like she might normally. And she's sitting very daintily, on the ship besides a nightmare. It's this sort of strange writhing cloud of darkness and sound and whispers. The darkness is being provided by a pink frilly umbrella, like a parasol that looks like it might have been on loan from their companion. And as the ship begins to dock, the lady Oblivia, Libby to her friends, stands up and brushes herself off and offers a hand to the Nameless voices. And the Nameless voices doesn't so much stand up as just sort of waft into a standing position. And without a word to each other, they make their way, parting the crowd pretty well because of Nameless, to get off the boat.
All right, Magic. Is your character also arriving by boat?
I look at Author. I think he would take a boat, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, there might be a little bit of discussion beforehand. I mean, in theory, they could just walk across the ocean floor.
Yeah, but that would take a very long time. Do you know how deep the ocean is?
They do, actually. But, yeah, there was... The prologue is that sort of sequence going back and forth. And they're probably still discussing it as they get off the boat. They appear to be talking to themselves.
Would you like me to describe who this is? Because
Sure.
I do have a picture that I can pull up once more. It's over here. I have to go spoiler it again because it has crabs. Think. Bonk. There we go. But this is a real kind? Question mark. Who looks very funky. Currently wearing a they're fairly tall. They have they're wearing like a shell as either hair or a hat, and their face is looks entirely like a hermit crab. One of those like strawberry hermit crabs. And they're wearing a pinstriped suit that has like 4 armholes, one for their smaller set of arms, which are like very, very soft looking, kind of slimy-ish. And another set for their giant fucking crab claws, which are also kind of slimy looking. And they don't have their dog with them. Unfortunately, I believe Fractal is left at home, or else we would have more characters to deal with.
Many more characters.
Many more characters.
It's the grandpa.
It's the grandpa.
Grandpa squared.
It's squared.
All right, you guys. Since you have disembarked by boat, I want you guys to roll me both perception, real quick.
Oh boy.
Perception. Come on.
Let's see. +3 and...
What the fuck is my perception?
And...
It's an 8. They're still arguing about the fucking, like, walking across the ocean thing. Cause, like, yeah, it would save them on travel costs, but also it's a lot of legwork. And the travel cost would be, like, you're rolling in the wrong chat.
Oh. That's fine, I can do the second one over here.
And the travel cost would, like, it would be more expensive because they'd have to get food for it. Like, if they walked across the ocean, like, come on.
Well, they already had to shell out for a dog sitter, and also probably for the dog sitter's funeral. So, like, if you're gonna go to town, you might as well go in a Lincoln.
Okay, all right. Can you just tell me whose roles are whose author?
The 11 was Nameless. The 22 was Libby.
Okay. All right, this actually kind of makes sense because out of all of the characters here today, the only one who is really been to Earlstown before is Libby. I'll start with the lower roles first. You see a town. It's a regular port town that you have probably seen many times before. It's real kind with real wood, real stone, and real just people milling about. Drow, interestingly enough, with really interesting, cool sun hats that Nameless would actually kind of go, ooh, that could be an idea because it is like fully enveloped in nice shade. It's like a really giant sun hat with like curtains of fabric. Just wow. Nice and shady. Don't even need an umbrella.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
Oh. Well, I thought there's a little, like, scene where Nameless leans over to Libby and goes, Libby, I want one. I want one. Buy one for me. And Libby's just like, perhaps on our way home, dear.
Bless. And Libby, as you're looking around and kind of leading your party to where this giant castle on a cliff is, because you have an invitation, you notice that all of the townsfolk are dressed in black. There are black cloths hanging kind of like flags all about town. And you quickly realize with that 22 that this town is in mourning. And you remember kind of in your past visits how much the town loves their lord. And this is very good foreshadowing to the figure that greets all of you at the gates of the castle. As a dark, as a figure dressed in a morning gown greets you. They're dark-skinned. They look like a drow, except they're too pale to be a drow. And Velari looks at all of you and goes, "Thank you for coming."
Can Libby run up and give them a hug?
Yes. They like with that 22, you know that they are absolutely heartbroken, by the way.
Yeah, they just like she's not super strong, but like she just like lunges forward and wraps you up and just holds on very tight. And you can like it is the hug of someone who knows that what they're feeling is understood. And they just whisper in your heart, in your ear, Velari, my dear, I am so sorry.
Velari hugs back and kind of, after loosening the hug, kind of just touches Libby's cheek and goes, "I am sorry too, my dear. It should not have happened like this."
No, it was far too soon. It was not. We didn't get to say goodbye. I'm sorry. Please come
No.
with the rest. Nameless. This is Nameless. Would you like to switch to a different voice? And Nameless goes, Of course. It's so good to meet you, Lord. I wish it was under better circumstances.
Velari kind of inclines their head and just their emotions are just they're having feelings right now.
And Livy looks to the remaining figure who she doesn't know as well. You know, maybe they've met once or twice.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, there's a fucking giant crab man. I I'm sorry, I am slamming my head into the mindset. I think, I can totally words today, I swear. Yes?
It's
I'm
early.
very gently at you.
There's this figure is Grandpa. He really, I'm getting the vibes that, Molly wants to pull everyone into a hug.
No, that seems right.
Velari, Oblivia, Nameless voices. There's from the two front arms, there's sort of like an open arm gesture, like free hugs. And there's another gesture from the crab arms of like they fully open and just kind of like sweep you in without any warning to like pull you into a hug. Those arms are a bit crushing. Not enough to damage, but very harsh contrast with like the soft, gentle pets the smaller, softer hands are giving.
Yeah, Nameless voices makes a little noise that's a little bit like a squeaky noise, like a squeaky toy, but also a little bit like several voices going.
Nameless voices is the squeakable chicken confirmed.
Funny you should say that. Anyways.
We're only 15 minutes in. We're already losing our shit.
God. This is supposed to be a serious kind of sad FPS behind the scenes.
Okay. Velari kind of like it's a good thing they don't need to breathe.
Yeah, it is a good thing you don't need to breathe. This is a very giant, strong crab man with a total of an 18 strength. Anyway,
bless.
Yeah, could be higher. Anyway,
Libby will go. Yeah. May I introduce former Captain Mollusca? Dear, would you mind putting us down for just a moment?
Oh, sorry about that. And you all get put down very, very gently. Because this is a big man with crab arms. You get put down very gently. And the smaller arms sort of like clap together in the front. Yes, former Captain Molly. Well, kind of, but
Velari kind of does a little curtsy at that and is just well met. You were the former captain before Captain, correct?
Yes, I was.
Taught him everything
That is
we
not
know,
the Molly
didn't we?
voice. We sure did.
That's right, bitches. I'm playing 2.5 characters because I'm the second half of this fusion.
I'm the other half of this fusion.
Mm-hmm.
I do a peace sign.
Velari's too sad to really react to this revelation that there are two people in one right now, because that normally Velari would be like all over asking many questions about this fascinating person, but yeah, no, they're too sad right now. Their person is gone.
God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Livy is also like Velari. The first time you met her, she was like manic pixie dream girl, like a little bit ditzy, like very curious, always asking questions. There's none of that now. She's just like this has hit her as like this is radically changed her, losing this person.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes,
Yeah.
says, well, thank you so much for inviting us. I did bring, and she reaches for a basket that isn't there, and then she looks at Nameless, and a shriveled clawed hand comes out of the shadow. Actually, hang on. Holding a basket, which they have been keeping in their hammer space because she doesn't have one. And there is several bottles of wine, and it looks like vodka. Like, just a... It looks like, they did a booze run on the way over here.
Bless. Velari just kind of tilts their head in Libby's direction as well as Nameless and just goes, "Thank you, my dears. This pain should not be hidden away. It should be shared. If you would like, the pubs in town are all open to those carrying my crest today." And he actually pulls out from the folds of their dress, because every good dress has to have pockets. They pull out several kind of necklaces with I gotta pull up. Velari gave me this, so this isn't planned. I was like, Mother Picker, I have to find the image now. Give me a sec.
It's okay.
Just their sigil I have to really quickly hunt down. Where did I send it? I sent it to several different people. So he has image. Scroll. Do. Here we are.
Man.
Save image and get to the right chat again. It is basically for the audience, there is a circle on top with kind of this trowel shape with two mirroring. Yeah, magic. Whoops, I sent that in the Nolts and Butska, the gallery instead of the roll zone. My bad.
Gently pat you.
Since Magic already does know this image, I will finish off the description. It's basically a circle on top with kind of a trowel-looking middle with mirroring kind of legs coming out from it. It kind of honestly looks kind of like one of those virus injector things, which was unintentional. I was just playing around with the symmetry tool, and I liked how it looked.
It is very good.
So hi, I'm back. My dog is joining us.
Doggo!
Puppy!
I think she already left my room, but she was here.
Aww.
Puppy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just barely finished describing the sigil on these kind of pendants that Velari hands all of you. Basically, it's kind of in the surrounding lands, any pub is completely free.
Nice.
Libby takes two and passes one to Nameless, who accepts it and looks at it and goes, "I don't have a neck." And Libby just
Velari actually kind of laughs a little bit at that, like a very quiet, almost soundless huff, honestly. And goes, "Just present it to the barkeep. You don't have to actually wear it."
Oh, good.
I think Molly Molly takes it in one of like the big crab hands, which is hilarious because they're holding it by a very tiny little string compared to their fine fucking crab claws. Sorry, like God, these crab claws really big. Probably like just the base of it, like the center where the palm would be, would fit like Velari's entire chest.
Oh wow. Okay.
No, these Molly's got really big arms. And holding it by the string of that arm and sort of like examining it with the two smaller, softer hands that are not crab claws. And like kind of looking it over before is there a clip in the back?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like up to your interpretation of how a necklace works.
I am going to say there is, because there is no way they're comfortably getting this over the shell they wear as like a hat and or hair. And it takes a little bit of finagling because their smaller hands don't actually have fingers. It's sort of kind of like mitteny in shape. I'm sorry, I'm making this person very comedic just because this is what they're giving me right now.
Velari kind of pauses and goes, would you like me to help?
No, dear, I believe we've got it. And there's a small click, and puts it around the neck. There's a little bit of finagling, and another small click, and they're wearing the amulet now.
Hey.
Nice. But God, I'm so sorry, author. This is what they're giving me.
No, I'm on board. God.
Man. So yeah, we can go we can go pub crawling if you guys want.
Go pub crawling.
God.
God.
Can we just
Do
have
you
a
want
scene?
to?
Oh.
Go ahead, author.
Well, I was going to suggest a scene where, like, it starts off, with, like, I've a peaceful, like, pub, it's, the beginning of the evening, so not a lot of people are there yet. And then, Lord Velari walks in, and oh, it's the Lord. That's very interesting. And then Libby walks in, and oh, he's got another very rich noblewoman-looking person with him. And then Nameless Voices walks in, and oh, that's okay. And then Molly starts to try to fit themselves through the door, and they're just like, oh,
God.
I imagine it's a bit of a squeeze.
Yeah, gotta, like, walking kind of sideways. There's definitely an excuse me, pardon me, as he's walking through the building, because he's got giant crab arms. And, like, the crab arms are kind of, like, like, held above the crowd, but, God, these are just really big fucking crab arms. This is a really big fucking guy. That's what happens when you got a fusion.
A fusion of people who are probably not small in the first place.
Yeah.
God.
So we're in the pub. I would say make a con save to see how drunk everybody gets initially.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a save? I don't believe I get anything special on those, so this could end up horribly. Hey,
Son of a bitch. Alright. Okay, this one's for Livy. Wonderful. Hey, Nameless Voices, what's your con?
God.
Okay. 12.
I mean, it's way better than everybody else so far. I think they're a little tipsy.
Sorry, Nameless Voices is the one who's the most sober.
Okay, and I'm just gonna have to roll stealth just to see how well Velari does with their thing, and that was a 21. Yeah, no. No one in the pub notices Velari luring let's just with this random NPC's con very inebriated person into the shadows of like an alcove of the pub. And now I gotta roll a con save for Velari. Where is your con? That's a +3. Okay.
Come here. God damn it.
16! They are fine.
Velari
and they kind of
Oh. Sorry, honey, go.
Velari kind of just slides back into the group, kind of mildly wiping at their chin with a napkin that is slightly red.
Yeah,
The napkin's turned a little pink. Sorry.
Livy goes, "Oh, Velari, I almost forgot." And she she reaches back into the basket and she pulls out a bottle of something red.
Oh,
She
darling,
goes,
you shouldn't have.
"Just a little something from home. It's Cora. It was Cora's idea, sweet Cora. I think you met her briefly. Sorry. She just. I know that was something. But he used to bring you a lot, so I wanted you to have a little taste of family."
Oh, darling. And Malari's gonna take the bottle and kind of just press it to their chest. They aren't gonna sample it right now, but like they are very obviously touched.
Livy's sort of listening a little bit to the side. Like she's still well bred. She's still, but she's just sort of leaning off towards Nameless Voices, who's just sort of.
Sorry, one sec. I'm gonna really quickly need to like go check something out because I think there might be a commotion going on with my dogs. 1 second.
Okay.
Anyways, how you doing, Magic?
Pretty good.
Oh,
I'm just mad.
This is going terrific.
Yeah. I need to figure out what the hell that 3 does.
God.
Hi, sorry, I'm back. My mom had sorted out the dog issue right before I got into the kitchen, so everything's fine. No dogs were harmed.
Good.
Yeah.
She just got her foot kind of stuck in the ring of her collar
Oh, hun.
because she was scratching, and then like her claw got stuck on the, you know how like there's the little connector bit in the collar.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
just a little, she got stuck right there, but my mom freed her, so she's fine. The other dog is like sniffing at her and going, "You okay?"
God.
But yeah, sorry for that interruption.
No worries, no worries.
It's alright. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell to do with that 3.
I mean, it is the first drink, so maybe they're not plastered, but maybe they have disadvantage on the next one.
Yeah, I think that should be it. Like, they'll have disadvantage on the next one because they're already kind of leaning towards tipsy.
Yeah. Man. God.
All right, do we want to do another round?
I mean,
We can!
God.
We're gonna get
Depending
drunk
on
enough
how-
to go yell at the ocean.
All right.
Another 3!
Oh, no.
I think what happened... Okay, I think what happened is, my half of the fusion went, yeah, let's order the strongest thing off the menu. Because that would be my half's response to literally everything. Just, yeah, we're gonna get drunk, so order the strongest thing off the menu right off the bat.
And then the second half, who was a teetotaler, was like, sounds legit. What?
Oh, that was a nat 1.
Okay, that was a nat 1 from from the other person who was drunk Nameless Voices. I'm going to have to re-roll for Libby. Bitch.
Dice Mercer's choosing violence.
2 nat 1s in a row, folks. Oh no, one was. No, yeah, that was a nat 1. -2, so that's a -1.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a con save because I'm just gonna keep Velari's stealth, and oh, that's a 7. They are all wasted.
God.
The evening has
I
progressed.
think what happens is the evening has progressed. They have gotten steadily drunker and drunker, and I don't know whose idea it was, but Velari is like someone in the party suggests that they go tell the ocean what for.
I will say it's probably Molly.
Because the ocean has taken their beloved from them, and you just, there is a cutscene to all of them on the beach. Velari is tearily yelling at the sea all of their feelings about how dare the ocean take Captain from them. Didn't the ocean know that they loved Captain more than the ocean loved Captain? Just telling the ocean what for.
In the distance, like a family of 4 just like rapidly picks up their picnic. I think that at some point Libby has been deposited, like, sort of sitting on the sand as you do, still in her dress. And she's just sort of, like, she's not like yelling, but she is sort of like every once in a while there's like, yeah. And as she does that, she actually look, let me double check what it's called. Because she's more than a level 14, and therefore a master transmuter, she takes her transmuter stone and it's in her fist, and she pounds it on the sand, and then just suddenly, like a swath of sand is just stone in the shape of sand. And she just keeps doing this until, like, there's a little, like, it looks like a paint splot of stone around her.
God. Oh, man. For some reason, author, Molly is giving me berate the ocean.
Scold the ocean.
Scold the ocean.
God.
Scold the ocean like a child that's just isn't like sharing their toys. Like scold child like it's they broke something and they were not supposed to.
Yep.
Scold the ocean. Tell it it's this is perfect for fucking rolling 2 3s. Tell the ocean it not done good. It doesn't even have tasty fish, and it's a disappointment to society. There. Excellent.
Like a little. The fact that one of them was a professor comes forth and, like, it starts lecturing them on how, like, if the ocean doesn't step up and start doing the work, it's going to get progressively worse and worse grades. And because it's a cumulative class, that, you know, that will stack up.
God.
I think there's just a point after that, like, just Velari kind of just flops down on the ground, on the sand, well away from the water, and just kind of gives a little sniffle. They can't cry, but hell, if they would, if they could, they would be sobbing right now. Just they miss their captain.
Oblivia just reaches over and, like, very clumsily pats them, like, without getting up, just like pat.
I wanted to tell him. I wanted to tell him.
I know, dear, I know. There were a lot of things that went unsaid.
When he came back, I was gonna tell him. I was. Gonna tell him I loved him.
I don't think she says anything to that. She just holds on to Velari's shoulder.
There's another sniffle. Just they can't cry, but they want to. They want to so badly.
I think the both of you get plucked up by giant crab claws and pulled into another hug by Molly.
He just kind of clings because their emotions are very overwhelming right now, especially considering the fact that that was a lot of drunk people that they sampled.
God.
I think that, like, into Molly's shoulder is sniffled. I could have kept him safe. I could have. If I had just I could have kept him with us. We could have just had him. I wish I had kept him so bad.
I think that's the ground.
God.
Velari. Velari's just kind of like, but like words, buddy, give me words. They're just giving me sad vibes right now. I need to translate the sad into actual words. They sniffle again and go, but you've been really happy if he was kept from the sea.
No, I don't think so. He had so much that he wanted to do. I still have his notes. We had so many things planned. I was working on a present for him. It's still in my garden. I can't work on it anymore. It hurts too much.
I know, darling, I know.
As the person who owns Captain, I'm just laying on the floor. God. I think Molly is just going to like hold them a bit closer. Like sort of put like the two smaller hands like back of the head and sort of just make comforting noises. I say make comforting noises. This man is part crab.
There's probably some click, 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 or whatever the peck crabs,
Yes.
what noises crabs make. I don't know.
There are clicking noises. Yeah. This little comforting chitter noises. Just, man.
Though, I do recall him telling me that another kind of just sniffle that is their equivalent of a sob. Then they kind of clear their throat a little bit again. He was training a girl to be the next captain. I think he wanted to retire.
I know. The little dwarf girl, Lemna. That was it. God, I know Nameless was looking so forward to being an aunt or an uncle. You know, I still keep tabs of his old collection. I haven't done anything with them. It hurts too much, but Velari, would you help me? Not today, not soon, but I can't bear the thought of all that work and all that time and energy he put into keeping his things the way he liked them going to waste. But I can't do it alone. I just can't.
Oh, darling, you don't even have to ask.
At some point...
This is hilarious to me. For reasons. Anyway.
God. I'm compartmentalizing hardcore right now.
Hon.
Handshake. I'm like, Magic. Timeline-wise, do you think this be around the time when Velari would start scrying? Or is this a little bit before, do you think?
Okay. Okay, this is an interesting decision I can make right here, right now. And something to discuss afterwards. It would I will say it would be more interesting, I feel, if Velari has started to scry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Do you want me to kind of allude to what we discussed? Or...
If you want to, you can.
Okay. All right. They actually kind of reach out, like, through the hug to kind of rest their hand on Libby's shoulder. And they go, I've been scrying. There have been a few samples that one of my contacts have sent me. The ever-changing ink. And imagine my surprise when I saw Songbird with them.
Oh, Songbird. And they smile. She smiles very affectionately. Oh, wonderful. One of his best works, I think. Yes, it seems to be moving as freely as it likes. I wouldn't be surprised if it cropped up again here and there. I do truly feel bad. I do. We really must do something with it.
Wouldn't you be surprised? It seems just fine. While Captain's gone.
Oh.
It was on that ship, just like them, just like him.
Oh dear, you can't blame Songbird for that. Isn't it the way of a legacy that when a man dies, the things that he made stays behind? We can't be angry. Truly, it is a part of him. It's something to treasure.
Oh, they are such bastards.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we're having this conversation now.
God.
But it hurts so much, Libby, that why couldn't it have been Captain?
I know. It's okay. Here, once we have him back, whenever we're feeling up to it, you can have a long time working through your feelings with Songbird, okay? How's that sound? Just make sure that, we don't want him to break what he worked so hard to make, but we can preserve his vision, can't we?
No, I would never break his things. Songbird's captains. Would you prefer it to be in here or in your garden?
Oh. I mean, he was all of his possessions. I'm almost part of what is so tragic about it is that he kept all of his things together. When we lost him, we lost all of him.
We
what do
lost.
you say to keeping some of them here and some of them in my garden? So even if something happens, God forbid, there's something lives on.
Yes, that would be nice.
You just pull them into a hug.
A hug within a hug.
Mm. By the way,
Just the mental image of a hug within a hug is very funny to me.
It would Velari and Molly, and I'll do one for Libby, all like to make a perception check.
Oh boy. Okay, a perception check.
God,
13.
I can't believe we're having this conversation now.
Listen, they bastard.
They bastard!
Okay, let's see. So that's an 11 for Molly, 13 for Velari, and then a 16. Yeah, so it... Oh, wait, these need to be at a disadvantage because we're all fucking drunk.
Oh, that's true!
Shit. God, that's a 10.
10, 10, and 16.
That was a nat 1 from Velari, though.
Oh, shit. Alright, so...
Velari's too drunk and too sad.
Yeah, it's a long time. Like, it's good to be able to grieve it outwardly. Like, there's so many parts of the captain that people didn't know about, that people, just, they can't discuss because, they can't discuss it. But you can now, and it's good. It feels healing. And after, just a few minutes of just basking in this, you both hear, Libby she raises her head and looks around and she goes, "Oh, God damn it, where did voices go?"
God. Oh.
Also, side note, but I like very much that the first prolonged interaction Mira and I have ever had is just bastards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. We have a lot of things to discuss afterwards.
Sure fucking do.
God.
Okay. I guess we all start looking for nameless voices.
I'm gonna roll Libby a con to see how well she's handling.
No. Apparently not.
Oh, it didn't go through for me. Oh, now it
it's
went through. Okay. Yeah, she like
a
stands
natural
up from
one.
the hug and like wobbles and like
I'm gonna roll a dex save to see if Velari can catch her before she face plants into the sand. That's a +4. Gotta roll it twice though, because they are as drunk as a skunk.
Oh, that's right. That needs to be a disadvantage for me.
Well, that was like an unnatural 1 though. I don't.
No, she could get worse.
It can't really get much worse. It could get worse.
A little worse. But apparently we're sticking with the natural 1. Also, I think you need to re-roll one of those.
Yeah, like I tried to do the combination thing and it didn't really like that, so.
You have to not have the exclamation point at the second one.
Oh.
Because the exclamation point is used to activate the command, and it's 8 only, so...
8 only.
It's 8 only. They kind of grab, but their vision is like double, so they grab the double instead of the actual arm.
Hold on. I'm going to go attempt to catch Libby. God, it's so weird having this character named Libby when I also, like, DM a character also named Libby.
I mean, I can go back to calling her Oblivia.
No, it's worse because that's kind of the joke with that character as well.
Fuck.
Trad, my beloved.
I'm so sorry, Trad. I did not know. Magic did not tell me it's their fault.
It's Oblivia. It's Oblivia Olivieris.
Bless.
God.
Roll those deck saves.
Oh boy. I have to roll 2. What is my dex? I can read. I don't think that's correct. Don't think it was meant to be dex. Oh well. I will take it. So that's a dex check or a dex save?
Shrug.
For catching someone? I'd say it's a dex check.
Okay.
Well.
That's a 7.
7? God. Crabclaw misses.
God. So the sequence of events is Libby starts to fall, Velari goes to catch her, misses, Molly goes to catch her, misses, and then she just lands in the sand and just starts laughing. Because holy shit.
God, that's so drunk. I think after that, Libby does get picked up by a crab claw that can actually see properly now because she's not moving. Giant crab claw literally fits over your entire goddamn chest. You're being held in one hand.
Yeah, she's used to, she's used to, this fella. Or not used to, but, like, she knows.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll investigation for Velari to see if they can find where voices went.
Okay, 12. Actually, that's the 12. You and voices spot each other at the same time. They appear to have wandered off to talk to someone who was, like, in beach shorts. Like, it looks like they were going to go surfing. And as you watch, they kind of stumble back from voices, like, rubbing their throat. And they are sort of sifting through, like, a little, like, drawstring bag. There's an air of drunken satisfaction about them. But they take something out, and they... for a second you see something shining, before they make a motion as if they, like, pop something in their mouth, and they go, "So, how are things going?"
Velari kind of just wobbles a little bit and kind of looks at voices and goes, "Oh, did you have a wonderful snack, voices?"
"Oh, just a new acquisition."
It's very lovely. Oh,
Oh, well,
I
I haven't tried it out yet, but I have, let's call them, I have big plans. Good hopes for this one.
gonna roll an intelligence to see if Velari would have this idea or not. That's an 8. I'm just gonna roll again to see if it's... Okay. Well, actually, no. That probably should actually be wisdom. So that would be... Because it's more of like, is this a bad idea or not? And that's actually a +3, so that's a 7. on the disadvantage roll then. Yeah, no, they have a very wonderful drunken idea. And they kind of turn around and wobble at the rest of the group and kind of raise a finger and go, you know what Captain would really enjoy is seeing in the mists of the wherever his spirit is residing before I yank him back and give him a what for, because I will find a way to bring him back. I will tear this plains asunder to find him, but before that, why don't we cause some chaos in his name, darlings?
Yeah!
Yeah, there's a big cheer. It sounds like there's like it actually sounds like you're being like served, like a crowd of people are cheering you from Nameless's direction.
God.
But yeah, they're just all like, mayhem!
God. Oh man, I lay down. Man.
So, like, even in their drunken state, though, they do kind of raise a finger and go, but we're gonna need to go a little ways from Earlstown, because they're my people, and I don't cause too much chaos for them. It's what's necessary. They kind of wobble again.
God.
In these lands, there's a few villages we can pick from.
Voice work.
Fucking voice work, Mira. Livy goes, yes! We can burn him down. We could, but make some of the ruins, like, stay, like, forever, so you can't forget. Sorry, yeah.
And I honestly, like, it has been an hour now, like an hour and 8 minutes according to the recording. We could just jump cut to them walking away from a burning village and have that be the fight.
Can I say, I know the title card is very sad and solemn, but can they be like on like Molly's shoulders and like fucking like cheering?
Yes, because they are drunk as peck.
They're drunk as fuck.
God. And like Libby absolutely has like one arm around Velari, like in sort of that like sorority girl, like, this is my best friend now. And the other one is just sort of lost in Nameless Voice's shadows.
God. I lay down. Man.
God.
We have so much shit to talk about later.
So much.
As they are kind of walking away from this burning village, the camera pans up into the sky, and then it's interesting. There is a kind of swirling as there is a transition as time passes. And
Mira, are you doing the thing?
Yes, I am doing the thing.
Did we want to do that at the end of the next one?
Are you sure? I thought we were going to do it in this one.
We can do it in this one.
Okay. All right. And it's stormy now.
I can totally do words. Hi. It's it's stormy in the lands of Furuma, on the very scenic town of Earlstown. The usual bustling nightlife of the town is all tucked away indoors, except for one figure, slowly trudging up the streets from the dock. The camera panning upwards towards the large castle of the Lord's Court. They barely approach the front doors before being ushered inside by the guards. The figure stands in the main hall, clutching a set of papers to the inside of his jacket and a bottle of black liquid held tightly in his grasp.
There is a figure racing down the steps of the castle, and the door bursts open into the greeting hall. And what does Velari see?
Velari sees a man, disheveled and soaked in rain, wearing an old torn coat, squid-like tentacles instead of hair, and a very tired look in his eyes. He looks like he's literally been through hell and back. And here stands Captain.
Oh, my
waiting in the
dear
main
Captain. Oh, my dear Captain. And I feel like we could cut the black there.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.